street I have to cross to get them to school, and 2 times almost being hit by a car, I stopped.
Tonight, families in Spring Hill calling for increased safety measures on a busy roadway. This comes after a mother and daughter nearly lost their lives crossing that street a few months ago.
Fox 17 News' Amanda Chen taking the family's concerns straight to City Hall and asking city leaders what they're doing to help keep children there safe.
Sometimes families choose to live in a certain neighborhood because of its walkability to school or a rec center. That's exactly why these Spring Hill families moved to this area. But what they didn't expect, having to constantly worry about their children getting to school safely.
You with me? All right, let me jump out here first.
Almost every morning, Karen Luff puts on her reflective vest.
You gotta be really careful.
And heads out to the crosswalk near Commonwealth Drive and Allerton Way in Spring Hill.
All right, have a good day, ladies.
For 30 minutes on her own time.
Have a good day.
Luff helps dozens of children cross the street to make sure the children get to Longview Elementary School safely. Here's why. Back in December, tragedy struck. Spring Hill police say a car hit a mother and her daughter on this exact crosswalk.
All right, I'll see you later.
It hit close to home for Luff, who has 2 children that attend Longview.
And 2 times almost being hit by a car, I stopped.
A friend of the victims says the young girl was life-flighted to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. While both survived, the girl was in a coma for several days.
The day after the accident, we went to the ICU to visit the daughter and then visit the mother. The first thing the father said, is there any way we can get a light there?
Like, how would they feel if it was their child?
Other mothers, including Natalie Toch, says they've had very close calls.
And this older gentleman, I had turned my head, he must have been going like 40 miles an hour. Slammed on his brakes. I kind of pushed my son, so like if he were gonna hit someone, he would hit me. And after that point, like I was shaking.
It's why these families are advocating for more lighting, a safer pedestrian crosswalk, a crossing guard, and more police patrols. At first, Luff and Toch felt like city leaders weren't taking their concerns seriously.
I feel like they don't see it that like it's important.
Kids need to cross that road.
So Fox 17 News took those concerns directly to Jason Cox. He's the chairman of Spring Hill's Transportation and Advisory Committee.
I had immediately started texting our director of public works, asking what are some of the next steps we can take in this area.
A few weeks after Fox 17 News sat down with these mothers, the city ordered materials for solar pedestrian lights. Middle Tennessee Electric will also add more street lights. In early February, the Spring Hill Police Department also added a speed trailer in that area. You've probably seen these throughout Middle Tennessee, but pretty soon here, there'll be a button that you can actually press where a sign will light up to warn cars coming in both directions so folks can cross safely. But there's an 8-week time frame before those materials come in. So what happens right now?
Here's the tricky part.
Something else is gonna happen. I mean, it's inevitable.
The Williamson County Sheriff's Office hires school crossing guards. Deputy Chief Matt Gelfand says there's a shortage of crossing guards. Current positions are filled, and there are requests for even more guards than they can supply. But after Fox 17 News reached out, the deputy chief tells us he's willing to work with the parents to hire, train, and provide them with the appropriate safety equipment to help parents to provide crossing guard services in the short term.
Well, you have a fun day, okay?
Lieutenant Michael Foster with Spring Hill Police says officers aren't specifically assigned to patrol school zones. They do try to have officers in most school zones, although those zones are in their regular patrol areas.
We protect our children in schools and in their homes. They need to be protected out on the streets too. And the city of Spring Hill needs to step up and do something.
All right, everybody, have a good day. Thank you. I'll help you come back.
While the city expects the new materials to come in for the crosswalk in about 2 months, there is no time frame for the installation of the additional streetlights. We, of course, will be keeping an eye on that. Reporting in the studio, I'm Amanda Chen, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.